What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope you're having a blessed Friday. If you're watching this, crazy how the weekend's already here. And then next week, it's gonna be fucking September. It's crazy. Fucking crazy. But, real quick before I get into this video about Zack Sabre Jr., big ups to him winning this year's G1 Climax. Just want to do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers on Rumble. Still at 116 subs, but slowly but surely the number's going to keep on going up. It's going to keep on rising. Alright? It's only a matter of time. So until then, got a lot of shit that I got to put out there. I got topics for fucking weeks. Okay? Don't worry. Alright, so until then, let's get into today's video. Alright? Now, I'm not going to bullshit you guys. Alright, I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to keep it 100 here. That's what I do. Alright? I did not watch this year's G1 Climax. Like, not at all. All thing I did was like just keep up with the highlights and just keep tabs on like who's winning. You know, who beat who, essentially. Alright? The last legit G1 Climax that I watched in its entirety was the one where Kota Ibushi beat Jay Caucasian, and he won. And I think he went on to beat Okada. Yeah, was that 2020? I believe. Yeah, that's the last one I watched. Like, legit. You know, like, other than that, like, I really, like, I said this before, but like, there's so much fucking wrestling out today, man, out these days. Like, I've only had but so much time as it is, alright? And I don't want all my time being consumed just watching professional wrestling. I can't fucking do it, alright? Like, so I gotta make sacrifices. So, and those sacrifices come, you know, when it like towards like Stardom, Mari Gold, fucking MLW, like AAA, all those companies, man. Cause I can't watch everything, man. I can't do it. So I gotta pick and choose. You know what I mean? So, but I did hear the results that Zack Sabre Jr. is the winner for the G1 Climax this year. I think it was the 34th Climax, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. Yeah, so big ups to him. Alright, and I said this, I put over Zack Sabre Jr. before on one of my videos. I always liked Zack Sabre Jr. Easily one of the best technical wrestlers in the world today. It's like him and like Josh Alexander. Well, those are like the two that I feel were like top tier. Oh, him, okay. And then Zack Sabre Jr., Josh Alexander, and then Bryan Daniels. Like, those are like probably arguably the top three. If I had to name like the top technicians right now. Alright. But I've seen a lot of people criticize Zack Sabre Jr. winning this year's G1 Climax, saying like, oh, Zack Sabre Jr. sucks. Or like, is Tanahashi serious? I mean, like, they choose Zack Sabre Jr. like over Yota Tsuji? Like, what the fuck's going on here? Now, me personally, I would have chose Tsuji to win this year's G1 Climax. And that's mainly because I want him to be the one that beats Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. That's just me. Alright, I want to see that match at Wrestle Kingdom. Alright, because I want Naito to hold that fucking title as long as he fucking can, man. Like, that man has that short ass fucking title range. And that's one of the main things when it comes to this Zack Sabre Jr. winning. Because I don't want him to call his shot too soon. Because I don't have a problem with him winning and becoming the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Especially when they put the title on guys like Kenny Omega and Jay Caucasian. Alright, like Zack Sabre Jr. and Will Ospreay. Alright, like Zack Sabre Jr. put in the work. I mean, this dude's been there since what? 2017? I believe he's fluent in Japanese. And obviously the man can go in the ring. Alright, and he's not bad on the mic either. Alright, like that one of my favorite promos he ever did, where it was like they're like backstage, right? He was just wrestling a match. It was like a tag team match. It was like him and Taichi, I believe, because they were tag teaming, right? And he was like, if you see someone diving off of a balcony towards you, just move. I mean, like that. It's simple, sarcastic, and hilarious because it's so fucking true. It's like you see someone diving towards you, do a Samoa Joe, like move the fuck out the way. Like look at this idiot. Like that's the Zack Sabre Jr. that I want to see. That sarcastic Zack Sabre Jr. All right, because that's one of the main things I want to bring up here. It's like I don't have a problem with him if he were to beat Naito for the championship. For one, I don't want it to be too soon. Like I don't want him to pull the trigger immediately, because it could go either one of two ways. Either Zack Sabre Jr. wins, and then Naito has another fucking short title reign, which I'm not down for it. No, nada. All right. Or Zack Sabre Jr. loses, and all that work that he put in to win the G1 Climax just for him to lose. That's the payoff. Him losing. Like I wouldn't say he's necessarily buried, because it's not the end of the world, but it wouldn't be looking too good for him after that. All right, like that's for damn sure. All right. So the second thing I want to bring up is that I want Zack Sabre Jr. to change up his presentation. All right, preferably I want him to turn heel. All right, if he hasn't already. All right, and I know he's currently in the faction with the Mighty Don't Kneel, but I want him to break off and do his own thing. All right, hell, even make his own fucking faction for all I care. All right, but I want to see like a serious heel Zack Sabre Jr. Like he's been doing the same shtick for all these years now, just being like a great technical wrestler from the UK, and also a fine and dandy. But now here's your shot. Your shot to be, to grab that brass ring, to make it to the top of the mountain. All right, so you got to go all in. All right, just let people know, like, hey, I'm serious. All right, like this ain't the same old Zack Sabre Jr. that you know and love for all his fucking years. Now is my time. All right, it's my time, sunshine, or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see like this completely different persona, different gimmick for Zack Sabre Jr. heading into this feud with Naito. All right, if they do that and he wins, then hey, sorry Naito. And at least Naito is putting over a younger talent. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So now, how I will book things is you have Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tetsuya Naito at next year's Wrestle Kingdom. All right, Zack Sabre Jr. finally gets his main event. He finally gets his moment. He wins, becomes the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Right. Then next year's G1 Climax, you have Yuta Tsuji finally win. All right, so then you set up the rematch between Zack Sabre Jr. and Yuta Tsuji. And then Yuta Tsuji then proceeds to go on and beat Zack Sabre Jr. to become the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. You have Tsuji have some successful title defenses, all right? But in the meantime, you're building up heel Shota Umino, all right? He's going to go on this monster fucking heel run, all right? To the point where he becomes the one that inevitably beats Yuta Tsuji to become the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, all right? And then after that, I don't know. I'll be like, fuck, I'm not Nostradamus or Negrodamus, for fuck's sake, man. That's just how I would do things. All right, and go for Zack Sabre. You got Naito, Zack Sabre Jr., Yuta Tsuji, and then Shota Umino. That's how I would do things. All right, in that order. But we'll see how shit plays out, man. I wish the best of luck for Zack Sabre Jr. I've always liked the guy. Like I said earlier, all he has to do is just, bulk up a little bit, change his look, separate himself from the Mighty Don't Kneel, and just go all the way. I want to see a heel, Savage, Zack Sabre Jr. That's all I want to see, me personally. But we shall see. So best of luck to him. But real quick, I also want to mention two things. I seen my boy Oleg Boltin getting some wins in the G1 Climax. Good for him. All right, he's another one I have my eye on. There's potential in that dude. That dude's like, that dude's a fucking powerhouse himself. All right, so big ups to the Bolton. All right, and last but not least, last thing I want to bring up here in this video is the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. I've seen a few posts mentioning how AEW has failed to show any footage of Konosuke during the G1 Climax, which is fucking crazy. Because these two, they're supposed to be, partners, all right? But even though it feels like more so AEW if it was more one-sided. All right, like, and it doesn't surprise me. Just look at what they did with TNA, and I remember some fucking jackass was like, oh, you know, because of AEW, TNA had one of the most successful pay-per-views that they ever had in years. And I'm like, okay, that may be true, but then why the fuck have they not done business since? I mean, like, last thing I recall was Christian dropped the TNA World Heavyweight title to Josh Alexander, and that was it. They never done business since. And when they were doing business, why the fuck did we not see any TNA talent on AEW at all? We didn't see not fucking one. But no, we could see fucking guys like Kenny Omega just can come through and just steamroll the TNA talent. That's all fine and dandy. And we have Sammy Guevara fucking trying to pick himself up, thinking he's too good to do the fucking job to Chris Bay, of all fucking people, man. Like, who the fuck does this bona fide enhancement talent think he is? To think he's too good to work with Chris Bay? Well, Chris Bay is fucking better than his ass will ever be. The fuck out of here, man. Yeah, and yes, I said it. I'll take Chris Bay over Sammy Guevara any day of the fucking week. All right, I don't hear any problems or any issues from Chris Bay in the locker room. But I've heard fucking plenty of stories about Sammy Guevara's fucking behavior, not respecting the veterans, making great jokes for Sasha Banks, getting the scuffles with fucking Andrade and Eddie Kingston, but yet somehow this motherfucker's still employed. I don't understand it, and I think the main reason is because he's butt buddies with fucking Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho has his back. That's probably the only fucking reason why he's still employed there. But yeah, Sammy Guevara is another one that's been on my shit list, you know, for quite some time. So, but yeah, getting back to Konosuke, right? You know, like, I would expect AEW to do better with one of their own talents, all right? Because Konosuke got some pretty big wins, and during the G1 Climax, all right, he lost in the fucking quarterfinals, for fuck's sake, man, to Yuta Tsuji. You know, you think they'll want to showcase that, you know, or at least, you know, try to congratulate him, you know, like, hey, you made it that far, you know, better luck next time, or maybe next year, you know, something like that. Nothing. Not a word. And I made a video about Konosuke a while back, weeks ago, right? Because he was talking about how he was disgruntled about his run so far in AEW. And I see why. I mean, like, there's shit like that, man. Like, how is this dude supposed to be the alpha when he gets booked like a fucking beta? The fuck out of here. They don't make any fucking sense. There's only so many times a wrestler can lose before fans stop giving a fuck about that said wrestler. Right? Because it's like, I'm supposed to get behind this dude if he always loses the matches that count the most. Like a Lance Archer, for instance. Like, oh, he has over close to 70 wins over his belt. Yeah, 70 wins that I never see. Every time I see him on TV, he's always fucking losing. Like, so how am I supposed to take this guy seriously? All right, so like, I don't want Konosuke to enter that Malachi Black territory. All right, where he always loses the fucking matches that count the most. All right, so, but we shall see, man. Konosuke deserves better. All right, but yeah, that's all I gotta say about this year's G1 Climax. I didn't have time to really watch it. I mean, I might go back to see some of the matches. Like, I will go watch the finals between him and Tsuji, because I heard it was an excellent match. I will at least do that. All right, when I have the time to do so. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys. You know, how do you guys feel about Zack Sabre Jr. winning the G1? Are you for it? Or is Zack Sabre Jr. one of your favorites, or are you like you're the Tsuji sort of one, or someone else that you would have liked to see win this year's G1 Climax? Let me know in the comment section. But with that said, love it, hate it, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's all the same to me. I just want to see the feedback and the engagement from you guys. That's it. That's all I want to see. Just comments and likes. I mean, that's all I want to see, man. As far as my next video, I'm going to do the predictions for All In, because All In is this Sunday. And I was going to do start doing like pay-per-view Sundays, where I focus Sundays on like reviewing other pay-per-views for like indie shows, like fucking DPW or GCW, MLW, Stardom, Mario, all that type of shit. You know what I mean? So I might hold off until next Sunday. I'll have to see. But yeah, wishing love your guys' time. So be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, and trust in God. I'm out this bitch. Till next time, adios.